Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Beavers will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So Oregon State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Using his legs, it's Hankerson. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Beavers get enough for the first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense.
He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got it in the middle. It's Meredith. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it up to 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Washington State ready to go with another first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellison. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down. And obviously trying to get the first down, but trying to slip in those screen screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip into there, try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's loose. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
The Beavers get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Murphy. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
That's reeled in. It's Wells. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pocket breaking down. Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Beaver! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the crease. Touchdown Cougars. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, the offense tries to pick up that first by running it on third down. No can do, and that's really been the theme all game long. This defense has just been better at the point of attack, shutting down this run game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Looking for space. It's Hankerson. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Murphy. Makes the grab, it's Walker. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Beavers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Carr. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Westbrook. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Leaves it with the back. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll pull it on the read. Wide open spaces. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Washington State lines up quickly.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Meredith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous flying out to the left. Defense has it. They're on the move. The 20. Inside the 10. Going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half. And what a disastrous way for this offense.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks up the first down, still moving. Lots of running room. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. Want a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Baker. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning on the Jets. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Washington State has it all working right now. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Ellison. And just a short, safe pass play to pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Washington State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Colorado is getting stomped. You could bring back any of the greats they've had there, Cordell Stewart or Rashaan Salam. None of them would make a difference today. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Beavers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Thrust that arm out. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Now improvising. Got room to work. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making.
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Ellison. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Washington State.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Duggar. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougar! And they take it in for 6 more points. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Looking for a gap. It's Hankerson.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And some room to work. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give out of the gun. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Spits it out to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Baker. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Right back to the well. Breaks the tackle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's got him in the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Into the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on getting your target.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around.